So here's Miami's starting group. Trevor Ariza out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson, and it's Oladipo in at the point guard position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Drummond in at center. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Robinson kicks to Oladipo. Down low. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Oladipo.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
Cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. Now much more of a face-up player.
Well, and that's where his game's been headed. His shot has improved, and he can step out to the 3, facing up and letting him use his burst. Lets him maximize what he can do. It's just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Pass to Adebayo. And Davis sends it back.
Oh, the long reach of Davis. Outstanding at using his wingspan to erase shots.
The Heat have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. The kick out to Oladipo. Outside Butler. Uncovered. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
Davis with the bucket.
Defender plays tough, but Davis is tougher. Plays through the contact with authority.
Heat shooting it from their comfort zone so far. In this one, 57% from the field. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And they double up Butler to the inside. Outside for Robinson. Drills it from outside. Robinson's got a couple of threes now in the first for Miami.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
And here is Los Angeles now after the Heat pick up 2. Here's Davis. Plays it up and banks it in. Davis has got his second basket.
Well, if you're the D, you got to box out there. So that's just common sense, because when you don't, it hurts you for this type of mistake.
Oladipo with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Lakers trail by 8. Launches a 3. Robinson against Caldwell Pope. And that one goes long.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And a new group in for the Heat. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Iguodala comes in for Trevor Ariza. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Oladipo. Puts it up off the inbound. Here's Hero. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Here's Horton Tucker. Yes, that goes in.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. They lead by 11. To the paint, here's Dedmon. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Offensive rebound, Horton Tucker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Lakers trail by 15.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about? Very strange.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Harrell. That one off the back iron and out.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Butler, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Full effort from Butler on the putback. The rare wing who will hit the offensive board.
Kuzma inside. He's covered by Iguodala. The Heat leading by 19. And it's Iguodala with the jam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Now here's Matthews. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Good work there as it goes. 23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Butler feeling it out a bit. It's good.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And again, Miami running the court in transition. Here's Hero. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
And so it's Miami, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
I think the biggest thing is just the relentlessness.
You know, Greg, I haven't ever heard anyone question his effort.
He came into the league as a raw athlete. Now he's a skilled assassin.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Kendrick Nunn out there with Dragic. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Hero in at the 3 spot. Dragic with a wide open look. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal. and he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. That's tipped, and they're able to recover. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Heat leading by 23. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Passes to Hero. Fires for 3. They get it again. Adebayo, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Andre Drummond picks one up.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
And Adebayo drops them both.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Miami. To the wing on the left. Here's Hero. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his 5th assist in this one. And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And the Heat, another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. LeBron, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Oladipo. Good on the shot.
Yeah, this is light work for Oladipo. If the D doesn't force him out of that area, they're done.
Here's Ariza. He has 6. Here's Miami now. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Shot's good by Hero.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Drummond working against Adebayo. And he gets the bucket.
And he wanted to expand his range. Drummond's offense continues to look better and better on shots like this.
Oladipo with the bounce pass. Here's Ariza. From down in the low post, it goes. Ariza's got 8. Here's Schroeder. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Drummond.
Elite offensive rebounder. Drummond judges shots, trajectories, and angles so well. I mean, just great hustle.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo with the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Lakers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. Butler, he's checked in for Miami. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
Get on big.
Pass to Robinson. To the middle. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Robinson. He's got 6.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Victor Oladipo. Count the basket. Ariza's got 12.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And the pass to Davis. Kuzma, left side. It's stolen by Ariza. And here we go. It's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
I mean, look at those big mitts of Ariza. I mean, they just can't be forgotten. Using them to paw away the ball and create chances for his team.
Caldwell Pope. And the Lakers with another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's LeBron. No good, unable to end this run.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
And another fast break chance here for the Heat. Here we go. Hits it from three-point range. Nunn's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah, and that's just a good read on his part. And as usual, his mid-range jumper is on point.
The Heat have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
The 30th pick in the 2011 NBA draft. It's been great to see Butler blossom into a perennial all-star.
Kuzma outside. Here's Caruso over Dragic. Here's Davis. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Miami able to put on a show for the ages. Their defense has been active and effective. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Well, he spent a few years bouncing around, but Shaq, it seems like you up and that'll.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Without question, Trevor Ariza displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
We've got Montrezl Harrell. Matthews out there with Caldwell Pope. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Davis in at the 4 spot. That's the Laker 5. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a super. Superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Lakers passing it around. 4 on the clock. That one goes in. Caldwell Caldwell Pope's got 6 points.
I love the form that Caldwell Pope has. When he's open in the mid-range, he feels comfortable rising up from there.
Inside. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Oladipo. Oladipo's got assist number 8 here in this one already. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender, guards multiple positions, and turns away a number of shots.
That's a 2 from Matthews. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Both teams will make substitutions. The Heat have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. That free throw good from Butler.
And Trevor Ariza, a different player now than he once was, but during his prime, he was as athletic as anybody on the floor.
You can say that again, Jay. And he's done a good job adjusting his game as he's grown older. He went from mostly a slasher to a 3-and-D player. I mean, it's allowed him to have a lengthy career.
Pass to Hero. Puts up a 3. Here's Adebayo. And the basket is good. That's 10 points for Bam Adebayo.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Horton Tucker. Off target from outside. In transition, here comes Miami. Butler with the ball. The wide open look here for Oladipo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Drummond. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Drummond's got 6 points.
Oh, this is why they get Drummond the ball there, because he's skilled at finishing.
Outside Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And here is Los Angeles now. Pass to Horton Tucker. Dishes to Drummond. Here's Caruso. Tipped away. And again, Miami running the court in transition. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Oladipo. Butler's got 9 points now in just the second half.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Drummond, and he comes up with the deuce.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
James checked in for the Lakers. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The Heat also changing it up. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Adebayo. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Hero. And it's Dragic in for Oladipo. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about... very strange. He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. And Miami also making a switch. Robinson's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And here are the Heat now. Nunn passes to Dragic. Back to Nunn. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Back to James. To the paint. Looking to end the run. And Butler sends it back. But he gets it back. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. Matthews comes in for Alex Caruso. And Miami with a change here, too. Ariza's checked in. Matthews, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
None, that's good.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them.